Hello friends, SentinalhMC here, and welcome back to our Techguns tutorial series. As promised in the last episode, we're going to be going back and taking a look at some of the guns that we have passed up. We sort of went ahead in the tech tree quite a bit to some more advanced stuff, but now we're going to go back and make sure we cover these weapons that are not as high up on the tech tree, but still very, very strong. And then in the next episode, we're going to go over the customizable turret base. So let's get into it, shall we? We got 4 guns to talk about today because it's all pretty straightforward. We've already learned how to craft all of the components, so we're just putting the guns together and taking a look at their stats. So in order from left to right, we have the LMG, the AS50 Sniper Rifle, then we're going to go over 2 upgraded weapons, the Infiltrator and the Grim Reaper. So first of all, the LMG. Now to craft the LMG, you require an Lmg Magazine, obviously, a plastic gun stock, and an obsidian steel receiver. You can see how this is older tech than what we've been using recently with the carbon stuff. A hardened steel barrel, a redstone dust, and a glass pane, and that will give you the LMG. And as always, if you use an empty LMG to craft this, it won't be loaded. If you use a full one, it will be loaded. Now to craft the magazines is pretty straightforward as well. It just takes a lot of steel. 1 mechanical part in the middle, and then put 7 steel ingots around it, leaving the upper left corner empty. As you can see, it doesn't even have to be the upper left hand corner. Okay, that's good to know. But it does have to be one of the upper 2 corners. It can't be a lower corner. Cool. And that will give you the empty LMG magazines. Let's craft that. In order to fill the LMG mags, you need rifle bullets. So pretty standard, just rifle bullets, which we've seen how to craft before. Just surround it with 8 rifle bullets, and you'll be able to craft yourself some LMG magazines. Fill them right up. So the LMG, let's go into survival mode just so that we can get a handle on this. So the LMG has a red dot sight, just like the M4 assault rifle and a couple of other guns. So you can right click to zoom in a tiny fraction, but I really don't see how that's going to be useful. The model's really cool. I really like it. It looks very nice. It's a very nice LMG. This is what it feels like to fire it. It is pretty loud. And it does put a lot of rounds downrange very quickly. So if we look at the stats of the LMG, it deals 8 damage up close to 6 at max range, with a range of 30, 40, and 50. So at 50, you're going to be dealing 6, and at 30, you'll be dealing 8. A spread of 0.02, so that's not bad. A clip size of 100, a reload time of 5 seconds, so it will take an eternity to reload this gun. 15% armor pen, just like most of these weapons, and then the toggle zoom of 0.75. So yeah, 5-second reload time. That's going to take a while. Let's go ahead and get ourselves some zombies. Oops, it would help if I re-enable the night. We'll just re-enable all of those. Let's go ahead and make it nighttime so that we can run our zombie factory for a bit. There's some zombies. Lots of zombies, actually. Probably too many zombies. Alright, let's see what the LMG can do to these zombies. It chews through them pretty quickly. But look at that reload. So as you can see, you can go through your ammo pretty darn quickly with this thing. Now they're shooting each other. Let's get away from those zombies. And let's just go ahead and get ourselves... Spawn... Spider. Okay. What zombie's doing that? Alright. So let's spawn a spider just so we can see exactly how much damage we're going to do to it per shot. Oh wait. Need to go and No, Rayla is visible. Can I see the health? Yeah, there we go. There's the health. Alright, so 1 shot. That's got him down to 3.5. So that did 4.5 hearts of damage. So you're going to kill spiders in 2 shots up close. Now let's take it and we'll go back a bit. Alright, that's a very good 2-shot range. And you can place your shots, as you can see. So the LMG is very good at laying down a lot of gunfire, as an LMG would. But that long reload is definitely going to be a problem. If you're being swarmed, make sure you have a backup weapon, because you won't be able to wait for that reload. So I would always go into battle with the LMG carrying a sidearm, like the 9mm pistol at least. Okay, let's take a look now at the AS50 Sniper Rifle, a big, beefy 50 caliber rifle. So, to craft it, you'll need the plastic gun stock, an AS50 mag, the obsidian steel receiver, 2 hardened steel barrels, 2 diamonds, and an obsidian steel plate. So the scope lenses are actually diamonds. And that will give you the AS50 Sniper Rifle. Now, in order to use it, you need the ammo. And to craft the magazines, you need 6 steel ingots and a mechanical part. So, not that bad at all. You get 4 of them. But in order to make the bullets, you need high caliber rounds. We haven't actually made high caliber rounds before. High caliber rounds, you use the ammo press, lead and copper, and gunpowder. Just the same as everything else. It uses 1 lead and 2 copper to make you some high caliber rounds. You get 4 of them. So you get less than the other ones. But in order to load your AS50 mags, you only need 2. So you can place them like this, and that will load it. Now you can obviously place it however you want. There's no actual it's not shaped, it's just shapeless. But stick them in there. 2 high caliber rounds will load your mag. So the AS50 Sniper Rifle, it holds 10 rounds. So for your 2 high caliber rounds, you're getting 10. So you're getting 5 shots per round out of the AS50. The damage type projectile, obviously, damage is 32 at minimum range to 24, range of 30, 40, 50. So it's the same range as the LMG, but it's got a lot more damage. The spread is .0625, the clip size is 10, reload time is 4 seconds, so almost as long. Armor pen of 25%. It's actually the highest armor pen that we've seen so far. So 25% instead of the 15 of most everything else. And the zoom toggle of 0.35. And if we right click with it, you can see that we have an actual scope, and it zooms in decently far. So yeah, I can make out that leaf much better when I'm zoomed in. So it is actually useful. So this is what it sounds like. It's a 50 caliber sniper rifle after all. So let's take it over here and shoot some zombies. I know they're kind of loud. There we go. So it one-shots. I think we all knew it was going to one-shot. There was the reload. Took quite a while. I think we all knew that the AS50 was going to one-shot. So let's grab a spider. 8 health on the spider. AS50. Bang. Dead. Obviously. Now let's take it. And we'll go real far away. And snipe the fool. Where'd it go? There it is. So yeah, the AS50. In order to find enemies that I can't one-shot, I probably have to bring out a boss. So the AS50 deals a lot of damage, 32 damage. So yeah, it's going to be very, very good against really healthy targets, right? And of course, its ability to take enemies out at a long distance is going to be really useful, especially if you're dealing with some of the more dangerous Techguns mobs that have, you know, guns. So you could take enemies out from a very long distance with this AS50, so it's very, very nice. It is semi-auto, you can't hold the button down. And this is the maximum rate of fire. There's that reload again. There you go. AS50 Sniper Rifle. It's very nice. Now, these other two weapons are a bit different. The Infiltrator and the Grim Reaper are upgraded versions of other weapons. The Infiltrator is basically just a reskin of the M4 Assault Rifle. So place an M4 Assault Rifle with a Nether Star, and you craft the Infiltrator. Now, this is what it looks like. Let's compare it to the normal M4. M4. There's the M4 Assault Rifle. So I'll just pop that off, place it there. Then you see the difference. So basically, it's changed out the it's changed out the red dot sight for a scope, and it's got a silencer on the end and a laser sight. So those are the differences in visually between the M4 and the Infiltrator. Where'd it go? How did it get up there? So here we have our M4 Assault Rifle. Here we have our Infiltrator. There you go. This is what the M4 sounds like. This is what the Infiltrator sounds like. As you can see, it's got that movie-grade silenced sound. However, here's what you need to take a look at with these two guns. They have essentially the same stats. The only statistical difference between the M4 Assault Rifle and the Infiltrator is a slightly reduced spread on the Infiltrator, and I mean slightly. That 0.005 spread difference. The Infiltrator also has an actual scope, so you're able to zoom in, where with the M4, it's simply the little red dot thing. But they're going to kill things at exactly the same rate. So let's grab ourselves spawn spider. We'll grab ourselves a couple of these. So here's the normal M4. Oops, I missed that time. 2 shots. Infiltrator. 2 shots. The ranges are exactly the same. So the only thing the Infiltrator gives you is the scope, basically, and some more tactical. For another star, I don't really think it's worthwhile. I think that it should have been upgraded with something that was cheaper and easier to get. Maybe just have a scope and silencer in the mod, and you just have to attach them. I don't know, but it doesn't seem worth it to me to craft the Infiltrator. I think you could do more things with another star, especially in tech packs, which tend to actually make use of them. But there you go. That's the Infiltrator. I mean, it definitely looks cool. So it's basically just tactical M4. Now, the Grim Reaper, on the other hand, is very functionally different from what it replaces. So, in order to craft a Grim Reaper, you're going to need 4 rocket launchers and a carbon receiver, right? So take those 4 rocket launchers, which are really cheap to craft. We took a look at this in a previous video. They're very cheap. Take 4 of them, put a carbon receiver in there, and you get the Grim Reaper, which is just an awesome, awesome weapon. So, let's go ahead and grab ourselves a rocket launcher. And I do actually need to get myself some rockets. So we will go in here and we will go ahead and get some of these Techguns rockets. So the normal rocket launcher, just to refresh you, only holds 1 round. And I do have the safety off, so that's the damage that it does to the terrain. Now, both of these deal the same damage. They have exactly the same stats, except the Grim Reaper's clip size is 4. That's why the 4 rocket launchers put together into a single weapon. So it's not going to deal more damage, but you're going to avoid this reload after every shot. You're going to have 4 shots. It does take up a lot more of your screen, which might be an issue for you. I don't know. But yeah, let's just fire at this. So you have a lot more destruction at your fingertips before you have to reload. And the reload takes exactly the same amount of time. You're not spending longer reloading each rocket. They all reload at once. So the Grim Reaper it's about 4 times as effective as the rocket launcher. It is really good. This is a really good upgrade. So if you use the rocket launcher, I highly recommend the Grim Reaper. It's a lot cheaper to upgrade to than the Infiltrator. It actually has more of a benefit. So there's a little house here. Let's see how much damage we can deal with all 4 rockets. Well, we actually kind of missed. This house is made out of bricks, so I don't really think we're going to blow it up, actually. And it's actually like a little train station, apparently. But anyway, you got 4 rockets at your disposal. So it's very cool. Be really careful that you don't blow yourself up. Turn on the safety if you don't want to damage the train. But that's the Grim Reaper. I like it a lot. It's cool. Let us engage the safety just to be on the safe side. I know, terrible puns. And let's just bring it to bear on these zombies. See that? You gotta be careful. I was hitting myself there, so be really careful with the rockets. Blow yourself up real easy. But there you go. That's it. That's the Grim Reaper. We have redecorated our little tutorial area now. It's very cool. So in the next episode, we're going to take a look at the turret base, which is a lot cooler than it sounds because it's a customizable Techguns turret. There's a lot to talk about with it. So it's going to be a very fun episode to do. So stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for watching. Join our Discord if you're interested, and like and comment the video if you enjoyed it. I'm SentinalH, and I'm signing out.